afternoon and welcome to Team 6 News. My name is Nathan Smith.
I'm Leanne Crawford.
I'm Leah Finkel.
And I'm Cameron Hoffman.
Today we will be highlighting 3 local firms and their ethics and corporate social responsibility, including Sisterson Accounting, Edgar Snyder Associates law firm. But first, let's go to Renee McCamey live downtown at US Steel for more information.
Here we are on 600 Grant Street outside the United States Steel Corporation building. The United States Steel Corporation is a major steel producer based in Pittsburgh, PA. J.P. Morgan and Albert H. Gary founded U.S. Steel in 1901 by combining Andrew Carnegie Steel Company with Gary's Federal Steel Company and William Henry Moore's National Steel Company for $492 million. Today, U.S. Steel has expanded its operations all over the United States, Canada, and Central Europe. Recently, the company has fallen from its position as top steel producer in the increasingly competitive global steel industry. U.S. Steel is dedicated to recovering by delivering high-quality products to customers and building value for all of its stakeholders. We recently got the chance to sit down with Alex Danzy, who graduated from the University of Pittsburgh in 2013. He quickly worked his way up to head enterprise resource planning analyst, and he provided an insight into U.S. Steel's ethical culture. Now we will head back to you guys in the studio to discuss U.S. Steel's ethical procedures and concepts.
Thanks, Renee. U.S. Steel has a code of ethical business conduct available on the website. It is distributed to every employee when he or she begins their career at the corporation. It is frequently used in several slogans from it can be found throughout the corporate offices as well as in the manufacturing facilities. A key slogan from their code of conduct is, "Do what's right." U.S. Steel also has the Judge E. Gary principles, which are basically a code of values to abide by. These can also be thought of as the original code of ethics for the corporation. They were created by Judge Albert Gary, one of U.S. Steel's founders in the early 20th century. During this time, industry had no place for morality for its workers. U.S. Steel's pursuit of profit was much more important than working conditions for its labor force. Gary's principles helped to raise the standard for life for laborers in the steel industry. One of Gary's principles is, "I believe that no industry can permanently succeed that does not create its employees equitability and humanely." The Gary principles are also distributed in hard copy and electronic format to all employees when they begin their career at U.S. Steel. The Gary principles are communicated downward and upward because U.S. Steel requires employees to memorize them. Employees are encouraged to report any ethical questions or concerns to the ethics hotline. This is an anonymous hotline that any employee can call or email at any time. U.S. Steel is a full-time ethics and compliance staff. Any issues that arise will be dealt with professionally. With that being said, the corporation takes ethics very seriously. Misconduct is not tolerated at any level of the corporation. Managers are familiar with the ethical expectations of working at U.S. Steel. There are a series of management training courses that employees are required to complete. In addition, there is a yearly ethics meeting to refresh all employees of the corporation's ethical policies, procedures, responsibilities, and expectations. News articles about ethical problems happening around the world are distributed via email to all U.S. Steel employees. U.S. Steel rewards good ethical behavior and performance with extra vacation days, bonuses, and small gifts such as gift cards or a free dinner. U.S. Steel's main role model is its founding father, Andrew Carnegie. His legacy can be seen today in U.S. Steel's Carnegie Way, a company-wide transformation project designed to return the company to profitability. Andrew Carnegie represents sound business practices and business excellence in everything that you do. The steel industry has global competition. In order to compete, you must strive for excellence in everything that you do. One of the most important rituals for the company involves safety. There are frequently safety meetings throughout the company at both manufacturing and corporate office environments. These meetings might be monthly or even more frequently. Anyone rewarded would be employees who champion safety practices at the workplace. U.S. Steel is committed to being a valued partner to several charitable organizations. The corporation is one of the biggest sponsors of the United Way, Junior Achievement, and several other charitable organizations in the Pittsburgh area. They display philanthropic CSR by donating funds and their time to help people and families in need. In light of the recent controversies regarding steel pricing and foreign dumping, we recommend enforcing harsher penalties if the Code of Ethics is breached. Problems could have been avoided if the Code of Ethics was enforced from the commencement of employment. There was no clear system of punishment for employees or top management who break the ethical code. The reputation of U.S. Steel is a valuable business asset, and ethical and legal conduct at all levels of the business is essential for its continued success.
Thanks, Nate. Let's go to Alex Franz reporting live on Grant Street for more information about Sisterson's accounting firm.
Alex Franz here, reporting for Team 6 News. I'm currently in downtown Pittsburgh, standing inside the historic Grand Building, which houses numerous businesses, including the accounting firm Sisterson & Company. Sisterson has remained one of Pittsburgh's largest CPA firms for more than 88 years. They pride themselves on being locally owned and providing the city of Pittsburgh with their many services. The firm was founded by Douglas Sisterson, a University of Pittsburgh graduate, in 1926. My team member Leanne and I were given the opportunity to interview with Brad Lusk, a managing partner at Sisterson for over 24 years now. We interviewed Mr. Lusk regarding his firm's ethics and CSR policies. After conducting our interview, we found that Sisterson is implementing the guiding principles on their website, the most important of which is that they value and reward individuals with high ethical standards. We found Mr. Lusk and the other employees working at Sisterson to be very cooperative and welcoming, and we thank them for their time. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Alex. Sisterson certified public accountants and consultants have managed to achieve a great reputation in the public's eye. This accounting firm has a deep-rooted culture, as Mr. Brad Lusk told my colleague Alex and I when we questioned him one afternoon on their current ethics policies. In regards to Sisterson's formal system, he informed us that a formal code does in fact exist and is distributed to all employees. They have a quality control manual that shows employees how to solve dilemmas and clear up any gray areas. Then they have a formal employee manual that recognizes how each employee is expected to personally and professionally conduct themselves. This formal code is checked annually through a performance management system. Mr. Lusk referred to it as an internal inspection. They are evaluating how compliant each employee is with both manuals in regards to their presentation and decision-making skills. We then were curious on how Sisterson could handle the ethical dilemma, and Mr. Lusk explained to us that they have an open door policy and everything that is said is considered confidential information. They do encourage that their employees go to their manager's manager when they have a complaint about the way that their boss is handling things. Now, focusing on their informal system, we learned that they do promote good ethical behavior through ethical talk of instruction and advice to one another daily. There is also a newsletter distributed monthly highlighting the events or successes of a current staff's life. Also, they do give out bonuses to employees that they feel go above and beyond who do a job well done. Sisterson has stories passed down that they share with their new employees about the founder of the company. Everyone in that office has a good idea on who Douglas Sisterson was and what he did for this company. He also is famous for scoring the highest score on the CPA exam. We do believe that Sisterson's formal and informal systems are well aligned with each other. In terms of Sisterson's corporate social responsibility, CSR, their employees can take part in community service programs where one of the activities is tutoring underprivileged students in Pittsburgh public schools. Our only suggestion for Sisterson is to incorporate CSR into their code of ethics and make employees, clients, and the community around Pittsburgh aware of what corporate social responsibility means and what Sisterson is doing to help out with their workers, clients, and the community all around.
Thanks, Leanne. Let's go to Michael Monahan reporting live on Brownsville Road in Carrick for more information regarding Edgar Snyder Associates.
Following his graduation from the University of Pittsburgh Law School, Edgar Snyder served as a public defendant in Allegheny County. He opened his first law office in Duquesne and initially worked in criminal defense for highly profiled clients. Snyder's ex-wife served as the firm's former marketing director and truly helped expand the firm's reach through advertising, and this helped them get 98% name recognition. As you can see here, his advertisements are pretty popular and pretty abundant around the Pittsburgh area. The slogan, "There's never a fee unless we get money for you," emphasized that there was only a contingency fee in the event of a legal victory. Edgar has been a top-rated personal injury lawyer in the Pittsburgh area for over a decade now and has over 130 employees throughout the city of Pittsburgh and western Pennsylvania. He is now a retired shareholder, but continues to keep his advertising campaign going in the city of Pittsburgh to remind people there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Thanks, Michael. Edgar Snyder prides themselves on their strong company culture, which is based off of satisfying their customers' needs, including going above and beyond the duties of a typical law firm. One example of this caring culture at Edgar Snyder Mrs. Muller discussed with us was providing clients in need with transportation via 3 part-time van drivers who are specifically employed for this cause. Edgar Snyder and Associates truly care about the people more than just representing the case.
This culture is ingrained in every employee at the firm through the formal and informal socialization, from the top leaders down to the newest employees. Edgar Snyder's formal and informal cultural systems are certainly aligned with each other. Executive leaders have a large impact on employees at the firm, including the founder, Edgar Snyder himself. He has been a role model for not only his company, but also the city of Pittsburgh for over 35 years. One story that speaks to his influence is when he was just beginning personal injury cases in the 1980s. He would drive a van to clients' homes to personally meet with them. Some say that van is still in use today.
Another important aspect of Edgar Snyder and Associates is their strong commitment to corporate social responsibility. The firm describes itself as a law firm committed to our communities, and they do this through 3 ways: by helping to stop drunk driving, helping children, and through several partnerships in the community. To stop drunk driving, Edgar Snyder performs various activities for the community, including scholarship contests, public service announcements, sponsoring designated drunk drivers at the 2014 Pittsburgh Beer Fest, and even creating a DUI simulator to freely show to high school students across the region.
To help children in the community, Edgar Snyder sponsors the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh's website. They host a yearly coloring contest for children to win money for their school. They aid in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, donate to the Variety, the children's charity, and supports Blessings in a Backpack Foundation, which helps feed needy children across the country. The law firm has also partnered with several nonprofits in the area, from Animal Friends to Walk to Cure Diabetes and several other great causes. The firm allocates 4 days a year for each employee to go out in their community and volunteer. After learning about all the community-oriented initiatives taken at Edgar Snyder, it is clear that they truly do care about their clients and the neighborhoods that they live in.
While many aspects of Edgar Snyder's ethics policy are strong, we do believe that the firm would benefit if ethics were integrated into the work environment more. If Edgar Snyder were to implement an annual peer review of their ethics policy to make sure employees are practicing ethically, the firm would further benefit. Secondly, although there is a handbook for employees to reference, we believe it would be well supplemented with some sort of ethics training program for new employees. This way, employees would have a stronger understanding of what is expected of them. Overall, Edgar Snyder's ethics policy would be better off with these changes.
In conclusion, all of us here at Team 6 News learned a lot about the ethics policies at each firm. There are many similarities between each firm's ethics, such as employees being given a copy of the policy on the first day of their job, and that each of the firm's founders remain role models within the company today. Also, each firm engages in some form of corporate social responsibility in the Pittsburgh area, however to varying degrees. While U.S. Steel's and Sisterson's ethics policies are available for the public to see, Edgar Snyder does not release this information. Edgar Snyder also does not allow for anonymous whistleblowing, while the other firms encourage it. Overall, it is clear that ethics is an important part of each firm. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow night as we resume our regular broadcast.